BIS. Let's see the this one. First question: which type of conducting tissue conduct water and minerals vertically?
I'm gonna just give me 2 minutes. I'm coming.
Okay.
I've written this one. This one.
Tell.
For the for the first one, it's known as vascular tissue.
Vascular tissue. Which type? You have phloem and xylem.
Tracheids, ma'am. Tracheids conducts water and minerals vertically.
Xylem.
Oh.
Tracheids and vessels. Okay. You can, in simple way, you can say xylem. Which part of xylem? Tracheids and vessels. Okay. Which body cell provides resistance against infection?
Ma'am, WBCs.
Yeah, correct. WBCs. What is the function of ligament?
It holds the body parts together and keep everything in place.
Okay. Which part does it connect? Connects bone to bone. Next one. What will happen if cardiac muscles stop working or stop performing the?
Then the blood will not be pumped and the person or the organism will eventually die.
That's all. Next one. Name the following. Multinucleated muscle.
Straighted or skeletal muscle fibers.
Yes. And muscle with intercalated disc, cardiac muscle. Okay. This list any 6 characteristic of parenchyma.
Since the cells are thin-walled and are alive, cells are either closely packed or have small intracellular spaces. Vacuole is large.
What is large?
Vacuoles are large.
Okay, yes, for storage.
Tissues are specialized for food storage and they are made up of parenchyma tissue.
Yeah, this is what parenchyma is, right? And one more thing, let me see once. I've written about the next one. We'll see. Name the tissue responsible for flexibility in plants. How would you differentiate it from other permanent tissue?
Parenchyma is the permanent tissue responsible for the flexibility of plants. The flexibility of plants provided by the mechanical tissue named as parenchyma.
Okay, parenchyma. Okay. The next part of the question, they are asking you how will you differentiate this parenchyma from other permanent tissue. So they are asking you to differentiate parenchyma from other permanent tissue. That means parenchyma. Parenchyma and sclerenchyma. Okay. So in this question, what is there? You have to write the difference between parenchyma and sclerenchyma. Understood? Here I have already given here, right? Where is that? Some differences. See this. You can write. Okay. This is parenchyma, and sclerenchyma. You will write notes, right?
Yes,
see the notes. Okay. All these things you can write. The importance thing. Okay. Next we'll see. Describe 3 function of protective tissues in plant. So first thing you have to know, what are the protective tissue?
Protective tissue are those tissue which is present in the outermost layer of the plant.
Okay. And what are the type? Cork and?
Root, stem and leaves.
No, I'm talking about tissues. I'm not talking about the part of the plant. Cork and one more thing, it is epidermis. Okay. These 2 are the what? Protective tissues. Now you can write the function. Cork, what is its function?
It secrete a chemical called suberin something like that.
Okay, and also it helps protect.
It protects the inner tissue of the plant.
Yes, from parasites.
Yes.
Okay.
And ma'am, the epidermis is the outermost layer.
Yes, and and from heat, also from heat and cold. Okay, excessive heat and cold, it does that work. And then what about this epidermis? What does it have?
Epidermis is the outer layer of the plant which secretes some waxy chemical which is water resistant and prevents loss of water.
Yes.
And also protects it from infection and injury.
Yes, that's all. This thing, if you write, you will get full marks. Okay. And one more thing, when you are writing, you should never do like this. Okay. It looks dirty. Okay. Write clearly. Okay, we'll see the next one. Identify the given figures. What is this and what is this? This is
I have no idea.
tracheids, okay? And this is vessel. Let's see. Give two major difference between structure identified. So they are asking you to give differences between tracheids and vessel. Let's see. For tracheids, it is what? Unicellular and small tapering ends is there, okay? And for vessel, multicellular, okay? It is multicellular and it is large size. They are more lignified. That means they contain more lignin, okay? Less lignified. So their role is what? Mechanical strength, and because they have lignin. And one more thing, their function is what? Carrying water.
Ma'am, for vessel, both are
Okay.
same.
Both same, water and minerals. They carry vertically, okay? In the first question you have seen which type of conducting tissue conduct water, mineral vertically. It is tracheids and vessels. Next we'll see 10th one. List the constituents of phloem. What does phloem contains? What does phloem includes? It has
The constituents of phloem are sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem fibers, and film parenchyma.
and phloem fiber. So what will happen if the phloem at the base of a branch is removed? What will happen in this case? Phloem at the branch is removed. This branch will not receive food. Will the plant die? There are other branches, right? It will receive food. So plant will not die because phloem moves in both the direction, up and down. Okay, understood this question?
That's one.
Let's see the next one. Meristem cells have prominent nucleus and dense cytoplasm.
Last two questions I didn't attempt in this test. I don't know.
You didn't attempt this test?
No. I did attempt, but the last two questions I didn't attempt.
Let's see. Give reasons for the following. Meristematic cells have prominent nucleus and dense cytoplasm, but they lack vacuole. Because this meristematic cells, they lack vacuoles because the cell here is continuously dividing. So there is no need for storage of food, okay? They are using continuously, so there is lack of vacuole, okay? Next one, intracellular spaces are absent in scleromatous tissue. Why? Because the scleromatous tissue, it has what? Lignin, right? It is covered with lignin, surrounded, okay? So that's why it doesn't have space. Next one, we get crunchy and granular feeling when we chew pear fruit because here it has scleromatous tissue. Okay, that's why we are getting crunchy feeling.
Okay.
Fourth one, right? Branches of tree move and bend freely in wind velocity. Why? Because this collenchyma tissue will provide flexibility. I think this one you can write, right? Even this one you can write. Even this one you can write. Only this one I didn't teach about this one. Okay. Fifth one, let's see. It is difficult to pull out husk of coconut. This is also easy. This is because it has scleromatous tissues. It is very steady, and also it is closely packed. Because of that, it is difficult to pull off the husk because the husk is made up. Next, 12th one, the transportation of plants is transportation system of plants is composed of complex permanent tissue. They have their transportation system within they will justify in detail with appropriate diagram. So what will you do in this case? In this case, what you are going to do is you will write the xylem and phloem, all the parts, right? And its functions. And you can draw the diagram also.
Okay.
Okay, that's all in this. Next, we'll go for the I part.